Hello everyone. Well, let me share with you my planting regret, and that is Stellar Ruby Magnolia. If you have been watching my videos for a while now, you know how much I love this plant. But it's not the plant's fault, it's my fault. I have planted it in the wrong place. Not necessarily this one, but the one next to it. Unfortunately, I have planted both of them closer together, and they are continuing to grow. This one is close to 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide, and they're supposed to be height anywhere from 6 to 10 feet high and 6 8 feet in width. So right now they are not, at the high average height yet or width. So it's gonna keep growing is what I'm thinking. So in the beginning when I was planting, I don't know if I just ignored the plant tag, didn't think that they were going to grow as big as they would, or I was just looking at the plant tag and didn't really know what 6 to 10 feet tall and 6 to 8 feet wide would look like. Or I was just thinking that I was going to plant both of them together like this, and then eventually I would like carve like an arbor like, circular arbor like feature over here so it becomes like a nice feature. Now here's the thing, I don't know why I didn't think about it when I first did the video. I would say maybe a couple of years ago. I don't know why I didn't factor that in after seeing this one right here, after seeing how much or how big it has gotten. I guess I was just very oblivious and I would say very dumb. Didn't even think about it, didn't even think to say, man, I just need to move this ASAP. But at the same time, you know what? I did not think that the root system was so strong. I am telling you, I tried to dig with the shovel, and I was actually using this weed wrench puller to help. It's a great simple machine and it works beautifully. It didn't it The trunk of this one was quite big, so it wasn't able to it wasn't able to insert it well. So I wasn't able to use that, so that's when I started using the shovel. I have never seen any root system as worse as this. The root system, I would have to say, it's pretty wicked, and it is not going anywhere. So let me show you. All right, so I'm going to try to attempt to kind of pull it. Do you see that? It is not budging. It is so tough. This is even thicker than the other one next to it. So I don't know if you can tell from there, but it is not going anywhere. It is so tough. And I mean, I could have had my husband use his truck to kind of pull the root system out, but I decided that I wasn't going to do that. So anyway, so that's out of the question. So this is not the one that I actually wanted to move. It's the one next to it. So let me show you what I have done instead. Like it or not, this is what I have done to it. I have limbed it up. And what I did was limbed it up and then prune some of the branches back, focusing on limbing the bottom section here. I also pruned some of the branches back as well on this side, and I did limb the lower branches back on this one. So here's the thing, I actually do like it. Now, would I have preferred to move it to a different location? of course. I had I had the location in mind, which is to the left of me here, but because it is not budging, I decided to go ahead and take this route instead. When I did look at the root system, they were just growing on top of one another. They were just crisscrossing, growing in weird directions. There's this one root that was circling over the other one, so I try to cut some of the roots that I thought that were maybe damaging to the plant later. I don't know. Hopefully I did a good thing and not hurt it. So here's the thing. If it continues to, say, take over this area, or it is something that I don't think might work here anymore, I think it might just have to be chopped to the ground, cut it to the ground. So, unfortunately, that's the way that it would have to be if it's going to be blocking this area. And I am so sorry, I forgot to tell you the reason why I am fussing with this area anyway with the plants here. It's because the two plants together were blocking the walking pathway here, so that's why I decided to do what I have done. So, anyway, right now the pathway is a lot more clear, so it's more easy access. So, here's the thing also, when I was trying to dig up the plant to try to move it, I was just wondering why it was so tough to dig it up, because I have moved other shrubs before. Now, some were harder than others, but eventually I got them to, be off the ground, that they were able to be moved. For some reason, this one, it you could not move it at all. I was cutting off a lot of big roots already, and the plant was still not budging. So after looking at the plant closely some more, I realized that this is actually a small tree. It is not a shrub like the tag says. Let me make sure it does say that it's a shrub. Yep, it says Stella Ruby Magnolia Banana Shrub. I'm sorry to say, this is not a shrub. This is a small tree. I think that if it were a true shrub, I think I would be able to move it. So far, this is the only plant that I had issues moving. Now, I've moved trees before. Now, granted that they were not big yet, but or I can say they were not established yet. They were movable. This is the only one so far that I have not been able to move. Now, there is a banana shrub that I moved quite a few times, and I was able to move that. It's the same family of plants. So let me take you to the banana shrub, the other one that's labeled as a banana shrub, and see how sturdy it is as well. All right, so here's the one that's labeled banana shrub. As you can see, the stem looks pretty much the same. So to me, this looks like a small tree as well. Just to see if the stem on this one has been established as well and it's unmovable, let's try to move it to see if it's moving at all. All right, let's look at the trunk here. Look at how wide it is. It's probably at least 6 inches in width. So this plant has been moved 2 times already before this location, and it looks like it is here to stay in this location as well. The root system has been established. It looks like it could be moved a little bit, just a little bit, but overall this is its forever home. It likes it here. It wants to stay here, so it's not going anywhere. just like the other one, or just like the other two. So anyway, same family of plants. So the sun has gone down now. The video may be a little bit darker and it is starting to get chilly. So I hope you will learn from my mistake about planting Stella Ruby Magnolia or any banana shrub plant. If you were going to plant like I have here together at an entryway like this, for example, you want to make sure that you space them farther apart so that way they're not going to impede or block your pathway if you're going to situate them like this. If I were to do this again, I would have to put it maybe right there where the camellia is. I think that might be a safer location for this one right here. And then also know that once the plant is established, it's going to be not easy to move at all, as you saw in my situation here. So I would say because it is a small tree, I don't think it's a shrub at all. Once the stem or the trunk is at least 3 inches in diameter, I think that's when the root system has been established. So you might not be able to move it. Like in my case here, it was not budging. So just please factor that too. Right now, it looks like two different plants with one being limbed up, and it still has symmetry, not like exact symmetry, but there is symmetry to the entryway here. Change is sometimes good. Now in this situation, it actually turned out better than I thought. So overall, I think I made a good decision by not chopping the plant back and just go with this route instead. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video, and until the next one, take care and bye for now. Well, thank you again for watching the video. If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe and watch some of the other videos. The video links are up above for you. So with that, thank you so much in advance. Take care and bye for now.